The lights are on in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and only two teams remain in the NFC. It's the Albuquerque Vipers and the Green Bay Packers, and this is the fifth time these teams have met in the NFC title game. Rodgers looking to throw yet again. He's got time in the pocket, pump fake it. Going for it all here, looking for Greg Jennings, and he's gonna bring it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cross wants to throw for it on this play. He's gonna fire to the left side, and he's gonna be intercepted for the third time today. Brett Sherry shaking off Cross. This is gonna be another Packers pick six. 26 yards now for Orlando Amore for a trip to Super Bowl 49. The kick is up. The kick is good. Instead, it's going to be second down and goal. Now the ball is out. Big Ben loses it. Javon Anthony, he recovers it. No Green Bay Packers in sight. I don't think they're going to catch the linebacker. Javon Anthony, 20, 10, touchdown. There's a lot of history between these two franchises, and it's the first time that Tavares Sparks will be the quarterback for Green Bay in the NFC Championship game. This Packers team came into the year as the 5 seed. They took down the Philadelphia Eagles and then took down their big rival in the Chicago Bears, the top seed in the NFC, which is why this NFC title game is being played in New Mexico. Bill Bowen's all-pro wide receiver had 1,400 yards and 12 touchdowns. A great year for the veteran wideout. Jamal Stevens, a big signing in the offseason away from Indianapolis, one of the highest-rated safeties in the game now for the green and gold. And Luther Rivers, a veteran linebacker in Green Bay, also one of the best in the NFL. And how could you not forget about Robbie Gould, who kicked Green Bay past his former team, Chicago. They're a little beat up. They're missing 2 cornerbacks and their top running back. Meanwhile, Albuquerque is 100% healthy. This is the first year for head coach Clark Haggans in Green Bay. He's been with the Dallas Cowboys since 2014, though, and has a pretty solid track record with them. The former Steelers linebacker, paving out a good second career now in the NFL as a head coach. Despite all this, though, and Albuquerque having the home field advantage, the media is predicting a Packers victory. Which one of these teams will be in Super Bowl 55? We've got one game here to determine that, as Tavares Sparks is looking for his all-pro wideout on the first play of the game, but it falls incomplete. Here's the backup running back now, Clay Malecki, limited to just a single yard. On 3rd down and 9, Albuquerque's gonna send some heat. It's Mark Scott on the cornerback blitz, just on a 1-year deal here in Albuquerque, but he's having a Pro Bowl season. Speaking of Pro Bowlers, Orlando Cross is headed to yet another with 25 touchdowns to 15 interceptions on the season, not including the postseason numbers from a week ago against New Orleans. If those numbers were included, Deron Daniels would be nearly at 1,000 yards. Unfortunately, he did not play at all in the second half of last week's game due to an injury. Ben Strong, the fullback, losing a couple yards on that play, making it 3rd down and 11. Orlando Cross waits way too long in the pocket, taken down on the sack there by James Holliday as both teams exchange 3 and outs. Green Bay has the football back in their possession, and here goes Clay Malecki up the middle. He is not a bad running back despite being number 2 on their depth chart. Sparks' pass there is going to fall incomplete, leading to 3rd down and 3, and he's got Eddie Jackson over the middle, who's actually the highest rated receiver on this Packers team. The former 49er signed with them in the offseason, but it was Bill Bowens who had the outstanding season for the green and gold. 3-yard run right there by the tight end Prescott, who's filling in at the fullback position, and that's a rare drop out of Bowens. That's going to lead to a 3rd down and 7. Now Sparks is going to throw that one on the move. This time Bowens comes down with it, shy of the sticks though, and this is not something any cheesehead wants to see, as one of their top players has to exit the ballgame. Still all knotted up at 0 apiece now after a Packers punt. Deron Daniels, getting involved in the receiving game now, picks up 7. Now they're going to hand this one off to him. He tries to cut it back inside, fights through the Rivers tackle there to move the chains. Back to the air now. Cross is going to float this one, looking for Jimmy Andrews, who had a huge game against New Orleans a week ago. That pass is going to be out of bounds, though. Back to the ground game on the right side of the field now. It's Daniels caught from behind, but still picking up a Vipers 1st down. Taking it to the opposite side of the field now, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks there for a loss of 1. Now Cross looking to throw. He's got time before that time expires. And Glenn Denham has had his fingers all over this game so far today, forcing a 3rd down and long. Looking for the conversion. Cross has time. Floats that one right over the head of Jacobs. It's going to be caught by Burt Myers, but they're not going to give him the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. Cross trying to get them to jump. They don't. And that's going to take us to the end of a scoreless 1st quarter. Offense remains on the field to start the 2nd quarter now, and they're actually going to run this play. It's going to be a toss for Daniels. He picks up the 4th down and a whole lot more, moving the chains and keeping the drive alive for the Vipers. Now off of the play fake, wide open downfield, it's Vaughn Lewis. He only got into the end zone once during the regular season, but he's been all sorts of busy during the playoffs. That's going to give Albuquerque the first lead of the game, and they should have had the first turnover of the game too. Sparks lucky that wasn't picked off, and now he has to limp off of the field, meaning 2014 first overall pick for the Steelers, Alan Thomas, is in the ball game. A lot of fans were surprised that he was actually not named the starter after his signing in the offseason, but it looks like they did make the right decision by going with Tavares Sparks as the starter. They're going to let Thomas throw now. He's going to launch that one-on-one coverage downfield, but Jerry Gray's there to break that pass up. Sparks back in the ball game now. It was just a small injury. He's going to fire that one to the left side, and he should have been picked off by Javon Anthony. He's lucky to see 3rd down and 10. This is going to be a high snap for him now, launching that one downfield for Bill Bowens, and it was only a matter of time before the All-Pro beat us deep. Malecki on the toss to the left side of the field now, taken down by Mark Scott, but not until he picks up 6. They're going to give it to Malecki again, weaving his way through traffic right up the gut and getting Green Bay inside of the red zone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to go to Malecki again. He runs over a man, and he's in the end zone for Green Bay's first touchdown of the game. We got to take a second look at that as Justin Williams got humiliated on the play. He's a pretty good corner, but he is not great at stopping the run. That's why we typically put him on wide receivers instead of down in the box. Of course, we would love for him to make a play there, though, but that's a good run by the backup running back. Our starting running back picks up 9 yards right there, but here he's going to be going backwards. Blown up in the backfield by Greer. Big play by Green Bay's defense, and now they're looking for their first lead of the game. But Chris Diggs, the rookie for Albuquerque, is making some good tackles in the backfield. Play fake now and wide open downfield. It's Bill Bowens. The Vipers defense bit hard on the play fake, and it cost them as they get burnt, and Green Bay now has their first lead of the night. Daniels is going to get the carry to the right side, dragging defenders with him and picking up another 1st down. He is running with power, and he's got to be Albuquerque's best running back since Cadillac Williams. He's going to pick up 3 yards right there. Now Cross going to find him through the air. Now he makes the reception, puts down one man, racing his way down the left sideline before finally getting brought down at the 24. He's still in the ball game. He does not need a breather. Falling forward and picking up 5 more yards on the ground right there, taking us to the 2-minute warning. It's another touch here for Daniels, not going anywhere, and Vaughn Lewis got caught with holding. That's going to make it 2nd down and 15 now. Cross rolling to his right. Doesn't have any receivers on his side of the field, though, so he wisely throws that one out of bounds. 3rd down and long now. Looking for the conversion and a whole lot more. Wide open in the end zone. It's Brian Moore, the 2nd-year receiver out of Portland State, ties the game. 1:45 left to go now in the half, and Green Bay wants to take their lead back, but Loins comes up with a big sack right there, making it 2nd down and 16. Malecki on the ground has some good blocking there, and he's going to get across that 1st down marker, keeping this drive going for Green Bay and getting them out of a sticky situation. Sparks throwing that one over the middle now, and he's got Prescott again, the tight end, filling in very nicely in that fullback position as the Packers are going to use their first timeout. Sparks pressured, and Darrell Fannin forces the incomplete pass right there. Sparks wants to throw again with under a minute left to go. Wide open in the flat is Bill Bowens, and Green Bay's going to use their 2nd timeout now as he got tackled inbounds. Toss play for Malecki. He's going to shake off Tommy Wynn, and the 2nd defender right there fights for the 1st down, but Ferguson makes sure it's not even going to matter. 3rd down and 11. Sparks' pass is going to be tipped up into the air, caught by the tight end Lawson, but 7 yards short of that 1st down marker, meaning we're just going to be going into halftime tied up at 14. Albuquerque's going to be getting the football to open up the second half of play as we take a look at the numbers here. And getting a nice kick return from Harold White would be awesome. He's going to field this one at his own 4-yard line now. Bounce this one to the left side of the field, and he's already out across the 30, taken down just shy of the 40-yard marker. Deron Daniels is going to start off the second half here with a run, and that's a solid pickup of 8 right there. Out in the I formation, they're going to give it to Daniels again, getting north and south with it, picking up a first down, and already getting the Vipers into Packers territory. Craig Roberts is going to be getting his first touch of the game, and the second-year running back picks up 3. Now cross, he's got time in the pocket, and a wide open Deron Daniels in the flat. Luther Rivers able to track him down here at the 25-yard line. Now cross, dropping back to throw again. He's got time. Floats that one out there for Jimmy Andrews for what I believe is his first reception of the game, picking up 7. Now cross has several players open downfield, but Denham made sure Cross couldn't get to any of them as he gets in there unblocked. Third down and 12. Cross is going to float this one. Looking for more again, and he's got his second touchdown of the night. What a reception there by the former 4th-round pick. He has been such a good playmaker for Albuquerque, of course, having his best season this year, 9 receiving touchdowns throughout the 2020 regular season. Now here goes Kevin Rogers, a rookie return man for Green Bay, and it's a good one right here, getting them all the way out to the 36-yard line. Good field positioning to start off this next drive. Here goes Malecki getting busy going up the gut, picking up 8 yards right there, and they're going to give it to him again, letting him pick up a first down and get the green and gold out to midfield. Offset I again, it's going to be another handoff to Malecki. Runs over one man, stiff arm in the air, and finally taken down at the 35. He has been torching this Green Bay, or this Albuquerque ground game, I should say, today, as he loses his helmet on this play, continues to run, and I'm just glad that didn't become some kind of iconic Jason Witten play. On third down, the pressure is going to force another incomplete pass, meaning Robbie Gould's going to come out here and attempt a 46-yarder, which he nails. That's going to make it a 4-point game now, but if Albuquerque can punch this one into the end zone on this drive, they can have a 2-possession lead. Solid run right there, and now they're going to give it to Ben Strong. The fullback goes up the middle, but they're not going to give him the first down. So now to the air, it's going to be floated up top for Jimmy Andrews. He makes the reception in traffic, and time again, he seems to prove why it was a good idea that the Vipers front office gave him that new contract in the 2020 offseason. Third down in inches, now faking the toss of the fullback. We give it off to Daniels. He gets punished right there by the safety Jamal Stevens, but still picks up a first down and gets us into the 4th quarter of play now as wide open downfield. It's the former 7th-round pick, Lawyer Dumas, using that speed as a big-time mismatch right there. That's going to set up goal to go now for Albuquerque. Cross rolling to his left, looking for Daniels, but they can't connect. Second down and goal now. Cross wants the fade. He's got Darius Floyd there for 6, and his first catch of the entire playoffs here is going to be a touchdown, putting the Vipers up by 11. Tavares Sparks needs to put together a 4th quarter comeback now. He's already done it before, and that should have been an interception by Carlos Devlin. Instead, it's going to be 3rd down and 8. The Vipers are going to send some heat. The blitz is going to be picked up, and the tight end has the reception, but they're 2 yards shy of that first down marker, and they're just going to punt the football away. Handoff to Daniels now, bouncing this one to the left side of the field, shaking off a defender, and he's going to get out to the 36-yard line now. Great run by him right there, as the Vipers are looking to put together a 4-minute drill and try to put this game away. Offset I formation, it's going to be a run to the weak side of the field here with Deron Daniels, and I don't think he picked up the first down there. It's going to be 3rd down in inches, fullback dive, but it's going to be shut down by Green Bay. 4th and 4, meaning the Vipers have to punt the football away. Malecki continuing his good playoff game right here, only picking up 3 yards though. On second down, Sparks navigating the pocket. He's got a wide open running back right there, takes the check down, which makes this 3rd down a whole lot shorter, just 2 yards here to convert. Green Bay 2 for 7 on 3rd down today, make it 3 for 8 as Lawson, the tight end, keeps the drive moving for Green Bay, and there's under 3 minutes left to go now. They're going to need to score quickly. Why not go to Bill Bowens as he gets away from a whole cluster of Vipers defenders, and just when they need to score quickly, that's exactly exactly what they do, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. It doesn't matter that it was triple man coverage. Bill Bones showing the entire world why he was one of the best receivers in the NFL this season. Green Bay would go for two. They wouldn't get it because of a Daryl Fannin interception of all things, and that's not the first time he's picked off a pass. It's now just a 5-point game with a few minutes left to go. Daniels on the left side picks up a few yards, taking us to the 2-minute warning, and he's not going to pick up the first down right there, which is huge for Green Bay as they're going to use their first time out of the half. If they can get a stop right here, they can get the ball back, but it's not going to happen. First down for Albuquerque, and the Packers are going to use their second timeout now. A couple more first downs would put this game on ice. Daniels picking up just 2 yards on that play. On second down and 8, they're going to give him the football again, but again, limited to just a short gain as Green Bay uses their final timeout. A first down here would end the game, but instead Daniels gets tracked down at the line of scrimmage. Albuquerque can bleed this clock down to about 20 seconds left though, and Green Bay is all out of timeouts. That's going to be ruled an incomplete pass there with the pressure. No fumble on the play. 15 seconds left to go. Sparks throws that one on the move. He's got Ike Coleman, his first reception of the game, but he gets tackled inbounds, and the Packers are going to have to hurry things up, but they're not going to get the snap off, meaning the Albuquerque Vipers are going to be headed to Super Bowl 55. They have had several Super Bowl trips since their inception in 2006. Orlando Cross looking for his 4th ring now here in the 2020 season. Just one game away from glory yet again. You got Orlando Cross throwing for over 200 yards. He only attempted 16 passes. He completed 12 of them, though, for a 75% completion percentage. He played a clean, great game of football, which is exactly what you need out of your quarterback, especially in the playoffs. Our top receiver was actually Deron Daniels in this game. Cross kept giving it to him, and he kept getting busy with the football. Floyd, his only catch of the entire postseason now, is 1 reception for 3 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, Justin Williams, despite getting run over, was tied for the lead in tackles. Chris Diggs had the lone TFL, and we also got to Sparks twice.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action.
But who will the Vipers be playing in the big game? It's going to be between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to start off the highlights here with a Hakeem Morton muffed punt, and he fails the jump on top of it. Kansas City gets second life after opening the game with a 3-and-out. Dwayne Carter is the one who has led them to the playoffs, but he has had a problem with interceptions this season, and that continues to plague him here in the postseason as Billy Richards comes away with the interception. Glenn Payton having a career year and now just a game away from the Super Bowl, his dream after bringing the Ravens back to glory, but now it's his turn to throw an interception picked off by Ricky Warble, and that's going to set up a Harold Perkins field goal. Kansas City with the early lead, but Baltimore has the football back going their way. He's going to launch this one downfield for Tariq Smith, and the former 7th-round pick comes up with a big play to set them into field goal range for Manyard to tie the game up at 3. He's also going to get a 27-yard attempt here as we near the end of the first half, making it a 6-3 ball game. Jumping into the third quarter of play now, it's going to be a play fake and wide open downfield. Hakeem Morton making up for his mistake earlier in the game by making it a 10-point game now as Kansas City's offense continues to sputter out, but maybe this will give them some second life. An interception from Glenn Payton gets it back into the hands of Kansas City. The very next play, it's a play fake and wide open downfield. It's wide receiver Mark Paris making it a 3-point ball game. Into the fourth quarter of play now. Payton, he's got time in the pocket, but he's going to be intercepted yet again. He has been having a tough game as Al Lucas has picked him off right there. 4th down and 4, though. They want closer for field goal range. This is going to be ruled a fumble, though, and they're not going to convert, meaning Baltimore has the football going back their way, and with under 2 minutes left to go, they're going to make it a 6-point game, but it's still in reach for Kansas City. Can they put together a game-winning drive here? Carter, he's going to be intercepted. The turnovers continue to plague him as he's going to be picked off by Reginald Alexander. That's going to set them up in field goal range, and this kick makes it a 3-position possession game, sending Baltimore to the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl 55 looks like it should be a classic here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Albuquerque Vipers. You're not going to want to miss that big game. That's going to be coming up here in a couple of weeks. If you're excited for that, go ahead and leave a like down below, leave a comment, and until next time, this has been Jeffrey.